Hi there. Thank you for coming to my virtual open house. My name is Mrs. Kolano, and I am the 7th grade language arts teacher. I will be teaching on the Trailblazer team, and I look forward to meeting all of you in real life next week, and also working with those of you who are going to be learning remotely. I will be teaching both remote and face-to-face students. So I just want to start off by saying that the information I'm going to share with you is very important. And it's also good for you to know that what I'm doing in the classroom is going to be exactly the same thing as what you are doing remotely. So if you need to be out for any reason, or if you're ready to come back to the classroom, you are not going to miss a beat either way. And I'm here to help you transition and to make this school year as smooth and successful as it possibly can be for all of us. So I'm going to start off by sharing my screen with you so that you can see the presentation that I have for you. All right. I want to welcome you to my virtual classroom, my virtual open house, I should say. And for those of you who are going to be virtual learners, this is pretty much, this little virtual classroom will be at the front of the course in my learning. So I just want you to have a great year. And if you ever have any questions, please always know that I'm here to help you, to reach out to me. At the end of my presentation, I will have my contact information, and I recommend that you take a picture of that with your phone so that if you have any questions, whether it's the first day of school, after the first week of school, or after the first month of school, please always reach out to me. I'm here to help you, and I look forward to helping all of you. All right. All right, supplies that you're going to need for my class. These are very basic supplies, but a few of the items I had to add just because of the circumstances. The fact that we are not going to be sharing any supplies in the classroom, you need your own individual supplies. So the basics of a notebook. One subject notebook. You'll probably need 2 of them throughout the school year. But get started with 1, and then after second semester's over, first semester, I'm sorry, you will probably need a second one. A sturdy folder, I recommend a plastic one or a thicker one. Don't get one of the really flimsy paper ones, because a lot of times it's in your backpack or something maybe will spill on it, or it will get wet, and then it will not hold up for the whole school year. Please also make sure that that folder has 2 pockets and prongs so that you can add papers to keep in your folder. You'll need some pencils or a pen. We will be using both. Colored pencils will not be used every day. As long as you have some at home, I will give you a heads up as to when you will need those. 3x3 Post-it notes. Don't need to bring the whole package with you. If you put 10 or 20 of them inside your folder and kind of make sure you always have a little supply in there, that will be helpful for you. It's always nice to jot down little notes while you're reading or working on something to help you later and to help with your learning. Markers, tape, and scissors. Again, those are items that we will be using. Not every day, so you don't have to bring them on the first day of school, but you need to have some available for you at home for when we do need them in class. All right, the next item is an independent novel. In ELA class, you will have some designated time to read for pleasure so that you can practice some of the skills and things that we learn in class and apply them to something that you enjoy reading at your choice and your leisure. So I do recommend that you always have an independent novel of some sort available in your backpack for reading. Electronic devices are strongly encouraged. However, it is not required. It would be helpful if you have a phone or if you have an iPad or maybe a little laptop, um, if you have brought it to school, because we may not have technology for everyone. Not that we'll need it, but sometimes it is helpful to have that. And we do have some devices at school, but not enough for everyone to have their own usually. So unless we go to the computer lab. Anyways, it would just be nice if you had something, even if it was on your phone, so you can check my learning, or if you needed to check something out that is on my Pasco Connect. And then optional room donations I have on here, and these are just items that I'm requesting. It's not required that you bring them in. It would just be nice and helpful and convenient for students throughout the year to have a supply of tissue and sanitizer. So if you want to bring some in to help out, that would be fantastic. You do not have to, but it's always nice just to have those items on hand. All right, grading. How are you going to be graded in this class? Well, I divide the grades 50% formative and 50% summative. And what that means is 50% of your grade is your classwork, your homework, practice that we do, and participation, okay? And then 50% of it are your tests, your projects, your essays, and your presentations. Those items are the things that we practice, and I give you plenty of time and notice that you're going to be having them, okay? Work is expected to be turned in on time. If you're sick or if you're away, of course you can't turn things in always on time if you're not well enough to complete it. But as soon as you get back, we will make arrangements and figure out a way for you to make sure you get caught up. Retakes are permitted with my approval. So if you do poorly on an assignment, or if you need to redo something, you need to come talk to me and we will discuss where you went wrong so that I can make sure that you understand what you missed, so that you don't just, so that I know that you're not going to repeatedly fail. I just want you to make sure that when you do a second chance that you understand what the directions were and you understand what the expectations are. All right. What will you be learning in ELA this year in 7th grade? Well, English language arts is basically your reading, your writing, your speaking, and your listening. So we will be working on all 4 of those areas. Reading and writing primarily are the main focus of this course, but I just want to say that listening and speaking are very important for you to practice and develop those skills. So we will be having short little activities where you have to a listening assignment or a speaking project, okay? But let's back up and talk about reading for a minute. When you read, I know you might think, oh, I learned how to read so many years ago in kindergarten and 1st grade. There's a lot of things that we continue to build on those foundational skills, okay? You're expanding your vocabulary. In life, we're learning every single day, and you should continue to learn new words even through adulthood. So we will be doing vocabulary development. We'll be, your text is getting more difficult in 7th grade, so we'll be focusing on main idea, plot, text features, talking about theme, point of view. We'll be talking, I know we talk about text evidence all the time, but finding evidence in your text, comparing and contrasting a book to a movie, or 2 stories that are the same stories but written by different authors, and speaking and listening also are included in reading. And then writing, we kind of break it down into 3 different areas. We have quick writes, things that we just write. You have 2 minutes, write something. And then we'll have paragraph writing, where it's a little bit more formal, and you have to use evidence from a credible source that proves your theory or what you're trying to prove or what you want to communicate. And then we have essay writing, where you're kind of like doing a research-based project or something where you're writing a story, a narrative. So last thing with writing that I want to touch on that we will be covering in this course is grammar and mechanics. We will continue to build on the foundational knowledge that you have and take it always a little bit deeper and further. So that's what you're going to be doing. We're going to be helping you become better English language learners. Your reading, your writing, your speaking, and your listening. Those are all very important skills in my class that we're going to be working on and practicing. Right, the John Long Middle School Behavior Expectations. You've probably seen this last year. It's posted in every classroom in the building, but I do stand strong and firm with these behavior expectations. So be respectful, be accountable, be a problem solver. We're going to discuss these all in detail when we are in the classroom. And then we'll talk about the interventions and consequences. I do give warnings, and I don't expect anyone to be perfect. And we will work together and you will have a great year. It's very simple. You just treat people the way you would want to be treated. So respect and kindness go a long way in my classroom. All right, and lastly, before we sign off, I want you to take out your phone right now, take a screenshot of this, my contact information. If you need to reach me, there's my email, dcolano@pasco.k12.fl.us. Also, my Google phone number, I'm available. You may text me, you can call me, 813-603-7338. And then lastly, I encourage all of you, students and parents, to please sign up for Remind. And all you need to do is text the message at CHEK3D to the number 81010 on your phone. And then I will send out remind messages when we have quizzes or tests or projects that are coming due, or if I just need to reach out to you for any reason. Okay, that's a great way just to quickly contact you without having to phone you. Okay, all right, well, that is it for today. I want to thank you for coming. Hold on, I'm back. If you ever have any questions, again, please reach out to me. I'm here for you. I want to help us have a great school year. I want you to be successful, and I want you to know that when you come into my classroom, I'm happy to see you. So I'm looking forward to making connections with you. I know you're looking forward to seeing your friends. I know this year is going to start off and feel a little different than every other year, and that's okay. We're all expecting that, and we're going to all be there, carry through together. So if you have any questions, reach out to me. Otherwise, we'll see you next week on the first day of school.